In part 2 of set 2, you're looking at the share market and the way in which people can earn income. In the first instance, in number 14, the company is paying a 4% dividend on shares worth $15.80. So in other words, that's 4% of $15.80 on the calculator. Paying 63 and a bit cents per share, or 0.63. We'll keep that two figures, we'll need it in the next bit. So in other words, someone who owns 2,500 shares earns the 0.632 per share. So times the 2,500, end up with $1,580. Now, what we're going to now do, we're going to move on to number 21. This is looking at dividend per share and then a price to earning ratio scenario. Now, in this problem, what we deal with here, we've been given net profit figures of 600,000. They're going to distribute 15% of that profit to the shareholders and reinvest the remainder. The shares are currently trading at $12.40. So dividend per share well, that's 5%, so 15% of the $600,000 is the total amount the company's paying out. And that will give $90,000 in total. Now, if they have 250,000 shares, the dividend per share is equal to 90,000 divided by the 250,000. In other words, 36 cents per share. Now, companies are asked to calculate a dividend yield. Dividend yield is the dividend paid out, which is 36 cents a share, divided by what the shares are currently trading at. I'll put share price, but that's the share price as currently traded. And multiplying by 100 to make a percentage. I better do that on the calculator. So 2.98%. Now in part C, you're asked to find the price per earning ratio. And that's equal to the share price divided by the earnings per share. Now the share price in this instance was $12.40, and that's divided by the $600,000, the total figure, divided by 250,000. Now I'm just going to do the division as a separate calculation. That's 2.4. That's taking into account earnings every share, not what the dividend is, but what they're actually earning for each shareholder. So it's a price to earning ratio of 5.17. Now these are particularly fiddly calculations, and they're not something that most of us deal with on an everyday basis, so please take your time and make sure that you're working with your formula sheet as you go.